History often remembers the names on the headlines, but it forgets the hands that built the foundation. Before the billion-dollar exits of Twitch and Cruise, there was just a mother and her calloused hands. She was born in the mud of a forgotten village, where poverty was the only inheritance. But in the eyes of that 17-year-old girl, there was a storm brewing, a refusal to let destiny decide her ending. With broken English and empty pockets, she crossed an ocean. She scrubbed floors to buy textbooks, proving that while you cannot choose where you start, you can always choose where you finish. While other children played in parks, the Kahn brothers were taken to rotting houses. This was her classroom. No blackboards, no recess. Just peeling paint, rusty nails, and the harsh reality of labor. She didn't teach them passionately with words. She taught them with work. She knew that character isn't formed in comfort. It is forged in the fire of exhaustion and the grit of perseverance. One day, the burden felt too heavy. Justin screamed, "Why? Why must I suffer like a laborer when I want to be a CEO?" He saw the dirt on his hands, but she saw the steel forming in his spine. Her voice was quiet, but it cut deep. "You think this is suffering? If you spent one day in my past, you wouldn't survive the night." She offered no pity, only a brutal, beautiful perspective. She taught them that life is a symphony of pain and joy. You cannot mute the low notes without losing the song. To truly appreciate the view from the top, you must first know the climb. Her management style was simple: a list of impossible tasks and a total ban on video games until every box was checked. It was an ultimatum that left no room for laziness. At first, they fought, but survival required strategy. They stopped being siblings and started being a team. They learned to negotiate, to delegate, and to carry each other's weight. They treated those chores like a startup. Justin the CEO, Daniel the COO. They learned the most important business lesson of all. If the team fails, everyone fails. If the team wins, everyone eats. She watched from the shadows, her heart swelling with pride. She wasn't raising construction workers. She was raising leaders who would one day build empires, brick by brick. Decades later, the world applauded as they sold their companies for billions. People called them geniuses. People called them lucky. But they knew the truth. Justin, the eldest, took the discipline forged in his mother's dusty rental houses all the way to the halls of Yale. With degrees in physics and psychology, he didn't just study the world, he changed how we interact with it. As the founder of Twitch, he revolutionized live streaming, building a digital empire that Amazon acquired for $970 million. He proved that the boy who once painted fences was destined to paint the future of global media. Then there is Daniel, the second son, who looked at the open road and saw a new horizon. Applying the relentless work ethic of his childhood, he co-founded Cruise, daring to automate the very cars we drive. His vision for a self-driving future was so compelling that General Motors acquired his company for over $1 billion. From manual labor to autonomous technology, Daniel showed the world that no destination is unreachable. And Damien, the youngest, carries the torch of excellence with quiet precision. A brilliant software engineer, he brings his talents to Alto Pharmacy, using code to solve complex, real-world problems. He represents the silent strength of the Kahn family legacy, proving that true success isn't just about the headlines, but about the mastery of one's craft and the consistent pursuit of perfection in every line of code. In the boardrooms of Silicon Valley, when crises hit, they didn't panic. They simply remembered the smell of paint, the dusty weekends, and the iron will of the woman who raised them. She gave them no inheritance, no trust fund. She gave them something far more valuable: the ability to suffer, the will to rise, and the understanding that the best way to predict the future is to build it with your own hands. In a world that often confuses love with protection, this story offers a profound truth. The greatest gift a parent can give is not a path free of obstacles, but the armor to withstand the storm. This mother didn't leave her sons a fortune in gold, she left them a fortune in grit. She taught us that the mud of hardship is not a trap, but the fertile soil from which the strongest lotuses bloom. Ultimately, a true legacy isn't what you leave for your children, but what you leave in them.